Are you ready to make your own frame? It's actually quite easy and a lot of fun, but it does require some time and your patience. So the first part we're going to do is do the cutting. There's 4 sections to it. So the first one is your frame, and you want to make sure that you start from the middle so you can get all the nooks and crannies, and it'll make it a lot more easier for you. And then the second part is the shadow box. You're just going to cut on all the solid lines, and then your ephemera pieces. They have affirmations on it, and it's your choice if you'd like to use them or not. It's your keepsake box. And then the last that you're going to cut is the stand that will go on the back of your frame. Now, this is probably going to be the most trickiest part, the frame part. So there you go. You got all 4 pieces. And now we're moving on to the actual folding of the pieces. So on this frame here, you're going to fold 3 different areas. They're all already marked. And then onto the shadow box, for each side, you're just going to make sure that it's creased really well on the dotted lines. Now, the pieces that you're going to put into this box is where Sheldon is. If you see him in the middle, right there. So think about what you want to put in it. Now, once you're done with all of the folding, you're going to start gluing. So on the very ends is where you're gluing. And when you glue, you want it to stick to the very bottom of the base. And so it creates a little square, a hollow square. So take your time on this. Now, if I were you, don't use liquid glue like I did. That was all I had at the time while I was trying to do this tutorial. But it does make it a little bit messier because the paper is thinner. And I would highly recommend either double-sided tape or stick glue. And I kind of helped gently pat it down on the ends so that it's molded right. Because sometimes the end piece there, like that I'm gluing, will kind of curl, and then it'll kind of wobble as you try to glue them inwards. But you want it to be just flushed to the very end piece of each wall. And if you notice, in the corner, I am making sure that that little pointy piece from the original side that we started with goes underneath the slanted piece. And that's what's giving the frame effect. So don't forget to make sure your flaps, because that's the thing that's really going to hold everything together. So you want to gently pinch it and keep it there. Now, I'm going a lot faster in this video, but I have you know, I was holding the little pinched area once I glued these little pieces on the ends for at least about 10 seconds to just let it really solidify. And when you get to the very last piece, you're going to have 2 sides that are going to have the pointed areas. Voila! Okay, so I wanted to kind of show you what the stand will look like once you're finished with it. And if you notice, it's a little angled. Now, the bottom portion is going to be glued to the base of the shadow box. But if you notice, it was a little angled, okay? And there's a reason for that. So make sure the first piece that you're going to do is just glue the very bottom so it's flushed all the way on the very bottom of the shadow box. Then you want to glue the very top, but before you actually glue it, okay, make sure the entire base of your stand and your shadow box is flush to the flat ground. So that way, when you glue it, it's going to be in the perfect piece. And then you add your little extra touches if you like. And that's it. You'll have your own little frame, shadow box, memory, keepsake, anything that you want to put in there, because it's yours. Enjoy.